Oh, baby, good gravy. What's up, mime timers? I have like 29 minutes left, exactly 29 minutes left in my Buzzsprout podcast distributor monthly allowance. So if I go a minute over 29 minutes for this episode, I'm going to have to pay $4 for another hour, which I don't want to do because I want to be cost efficient. Anyways, welcome to Mime Time, a show where we talk about the Asian diaspora experience, overcoming our identity struggles to become the best versions of ourselves. My name is Mime, and I'm your host. And for this episode number 61, I'm quitting my job, aka how to Dunning-Kruger your way to success, LOL. That's right. I'm quitting my main job that I've been working for 8 years to pursue a full-time freelance copywriting career. From April 2022, it's the end of February now. It's the last week of full week of February now. So I have one more full month, and that's March, where I'll be working almost every day at this job. But from April 2022, I'll basically be totally running my own business, pitching and closing leads, working on writing projects, and building my ever increasing portfolio and stacking paper. Money, 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 money. That's right. I'm deluding myself into thinking I know more than I actually do and Dunning-Krugering my way to success. Woohoo! I'm gonna become the motherfucking Dunning-Kruger god of copywriters, mate. So does this mean I'm totally rich and successful and all that shit? No, of course not. But it's a huge step in that direction. And I'm just getting started. So what does this mean that I'm quitting this job that I've had for 8 years, where I go to an office and then I come back home? I'm quitting that job that I've been working full-time-ish for 8 years. This means no more daily 1 hour commutes 2 times a day, meaning 2 hours of commute hours a day, adding up to 10 plus hours of commute time a week. I get that time back. I'm obviously a very efficient person, or I try to be. And so when I go on a bus or the subway to go somewhere, I'll put on a podcast, I'll put on an audiobook, or I'll leave some really interesting business or self-improvement YouTube video on, and I listen to that as I go about my day on my commute, right? So I don't think I'm the kind of person who doesn't value his commute time, right? I don't waste it, I like most people, I think. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone, but I do make the most of that commute time. But even then, that's time. That means it's less time that I can be doing focus work. I mean, even these days, I'll just be if I have a seat on the subway or the bus, I'll take out my laptop and I'll do some administrative work or something like that. But anyways, yeah, no more commuting for the most part. I can set my own schedule to work and have even more freedom than I already did. It's not like my current job is a 9 to 5. It's not a full 8 hours a day. So I'm very fortunate in that respect. But it means that like I can, and also like they don't force me to work every day. They give me as much hours as I want. And I have been asking for lots of hours. So again, I'm very grateful to this company. I'll say more about it at the end. This is not like, I quit my job and I hate my job. That job fucking sucks. No, I love that job and I love that company. And so I want to end on good terms. Again, I'll mention this at the end. But anyways, me transitioning, like I said, no more commuting. I can set my own schedule to work, and have even more freedom than I already have. I can work from a laptop at a cafe on the other side of the country by a beach, like one of those digital gonads or whatever they're called. As long as I has internets, I can work almost anywhere in the world if I so choose. And it doesn't mean I'm leaving Korea anytime soon. But it's awesome to know that I can do it if I want. Like I finally see the way. Oh, people pay me to write. Well, this is remote work. I just need the internet. I can do that anywhere. I'm that much closer to living that 4 hour work week ideal. Not that I'd only want to work 4 hours a week, but that I'd have the freedom to do whatever I want with my time. This means I'm able to get paid much more doing something I'm interested in and good at and continuing to prove at, which is writing content and advertisement for blockchain crypto projects and white papers and e-commerce products and services and what have you. And I get to see the back end of interesting businesses and industries and so on that I never would have otherwise. More importantly, I'll have way more time and resources to devote to Mime Time. In fact, I never have to monetize the show if I don't want to. Why? I can make more than enough money I need for the rest of my God-man life, whenever and wherever I am, thanks to copywriting. Thanks to copywriting, I know that this is a skill, and I know I have a network, and I know I can generate leads to make money off this for the rest of my life. It's kind of like, damn, why didn't I do this sooner? But you are where you are in life and all that stuff. You had to do the things that you had to do to get to this point. So I'm grateful for this where I'm now. I mean, this is the most exciting time of my life. And I'm in a critical period of transition personally, financially, spiritually, and all that. And you might ask, well, how did I get here? Where do I begin? I will just go back a couple months up until now. But basically, I've been doing copywriting for a few months now. It hasn't even been 6 months yet since someone first started paying me to write near the end of last year, like around October. So there are several major influences in the past 2 months. And if you've been following MAIM Time, you'd be aware of some of these things that I'm about to mention. I've been reading Great Leads, the 6 easiest ways to start any sales message. Shout out to Oscar, my copywriting mentor, who told me to read this book. Oscar also shared this episode with me from copywriter Jacob McMillan, 6 copywriting lessons for beginners. This guy, Jacob McMillan, this gentleman, this has all the content anybody ever needs to become a successful copywriter. At least that's what I think, because that's what I'm becoming now. Literally, if you don't have any skills and you know English and you don't mind writing, then you can do this and make money for the rest of your life. So I'm getting a lot of content out of that. And Jacob, if you're seeing this, like, thank you so much. I really appreciate your content, and yeah, let's get in touch. But anyways, in January last month, I came across psycho-cybernetics thanks to Hamza on YouTube. And basically the core concept and the secret of that is self-image is really important. How you feel about yourself, what you believe in yourself is the most important thing, fundamental to success. And believing in yourself that you can become successful is the most important thing. It seems very cliche, but I can't shut up about that book. So I'll just be talking about the principles in that book in one way or another for the rest of my life, probably. And Hamza also said in another video, he said, you should value your time at least $50 an hour. And he said he thinks he got it from Jordan Peterson. And so the idea of that is you got to tell yourself that your time is valuable and become the person who makes it valuable. And this worked. Psycho-cybernetics, visualizations of like how much money I've been making. Like, oh, I told myself, like, my time is worth $50 an hour. I value my time. Like, I am able to become the kind of person who can generate enough value that people are willing to pay me $50 per hour minimum. So, yeah, like 1 or 2 days after I made the decision to tell myself that my time was worth $50 an hour, a job opportunity came my way, and I asked them to bump up the price just a cheeky bit, and it ended up in the hourly time that I put into it about $50 an hour. So then I took it a step further. This like a week or two afterwards, after I accepted that job. Why not $100 per hour? Why not? I can do it. I can become the person who earns at least that much, and I'll get into this in a little bit. But aside from that, aside from psycho-cybernetics and believing yourself, believing you can make this much money and blah 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 blah. I also have been consuming other amazing business content, such as Alex Hormozi and Chris Do on The Future. Right? These guys are all awesome businessmen. I'll put links to all these guys in the show notes for this page. And so basically, when I tell myself and believe that my time is valuable and that I'm capable of understanding complex concepts and understanding people, business, money, and improving my skills, telling myself that I'm smart, competent, and capable, my subconscious helps me absorb this other business related material. Basically, understanding something like psycho-cybernetics gives me the fundamental belief in myself that enables my subconscious to grasp, identify with, and execute on copywriting and business content. I can see myself making multiple 6 figures a year now going forward. I know I can do it. I just got to keep learning and keep practicing, keep executing. Like I feel that now in my body, in my mind, that I can do this. Anyways, with all these copywriting and deep psychological work building up, I was suddenly inspired to post on my Facebook that my services were available for $100 an hour, right? Like I just like, I got some inspiration from reading Great Leads and, psycho-cybernetics, like believing in myself and blah, blah, blah. So like all these different influences, and like also valuing my time more as like a business person, right, from these business channels. All these things kind of culminated so that on February 11, Friday, less than 2 weeks ago, I posted this, and I'll read it to you word for word. Experiment. I'm becoming a better and better copywriter every day. Sooner or later, maybe before the end of this year, I'm going to be making at least $100 an hour. I've overcome any challenge in my life until now, so I don't see how this is impossible or unrealistic because I'm increasing in my ability to output value in ways I'd never have imagined in the past. So who wants to pay me $100 for 1 hour of copywriting work? The condition is that you have to generate at least $101 or more in sales within 1 month of delivery. If you don't make over $100 in sales off this ad, then I guarantee a full refund. This is a SRS offer. SRS, serious, get it? Like this is a serious offer. I'm SRS, some real shit. I'm actually the best. Find a better copywriter than me. Please give me their context so I can learn from them. This was the post that I made. I posted this, and basically, I won't go into all the details, but this post changed my fucking life. I got 5 solid leads from a warm network I've built over the years. And if you see this post, you can see there are 3 to 4 other people who left comments saying they'd be interested in hiring me. And that's not even including the people who DM'd me that you don't see, which is another 5 people, or I took screen caps of this post and I share with other people in different chat rooms and they say, oh, hey, I'd be interested in copywriting too. Or like, let me introduce you to someone who's into copywriting. And 4 days after I posted this, I closed the first and biggest payment of my life and got paid a hefty sum on Valentine's Day for a copywriting job that will take me 4 to 5 hours a week that I can do from the comfort and convenience of my home in my underwear. When I do my work, 99% of the time, it's not my underwear. I actually am wearing this. I'm wearing these suspenders, the braces, and the bow tie, just so you don't get the wrong impression that I actually am, working at home in my underwear. I usually am wearing something professional. But anyways, the next day after I got paid that much, I got paid less than that from my current job for doing a month's worth of work, last month's worth of work, which means commuting to an office, working, then commuting back home almost every day. You see, I got paid less to do 5 times the amount of work and commuting time. It's a no-brainer for me to switch more and more or completely over to copywriting gigs like this that will pay me $100 hour plus, or work out to be, $100 or more with the effective hours that I put into give certain projects. Because I'm losing money and energy if I continue to juggle my normie job, I call it my normie job, at the expense of the quality of work and opportunity costs, not doing other copywriting gigs like this. So that's something to consider. And now this work isn't guaranteed forever. I still need to hustle my ass off more than ever. I'm certainly being challenged. I have more challenges to overcome. I'll have great months of copywriting gigs where money's flowing, and maybe dry months. I'm prepared to do it. I'm prepared for whatever happens, and I have some, I'm saving some cash up, so like it's okay if I have a bit of a hard or dry months. But this month, my point is, fam, I was convinced I need to stop working my main normie job that I've had for 8 years in order to pursue copywriting. That was less than 2 weeks ago. And I'm still in the process of closing all these leads just from that Facebook post alone. And I'm continuing to get more and more leads as the days go by. And if you're one of those people who actually reached out to me after I posted this to leave a comment or even to offer to hire me to write something for you, I just want to say thank you so much. And if I haven't followed up, or we haven't got, I know we're both busy, but let's keep in touch. I do intend to follow up on all my leads, and whoever reached out to me, and I will deliver. Thank you so much. Thanks to this post and the amazing people who've reached out to me, I've decided to quit my job, right? So I want to make it all sound cool and dramatic, like, yeah, I'm quitting my job, I'm pursuing my dreams, copywriting career, yeah. And it's cool. I mean, I am proud and I'm boasting a bit, but I also want to maintain the importance of being humble. And it doesn't mean at all that I hate the job that I've had or that I'm not extremely grateful and humble to have had it. It's a great job and the pay is not bad. And the company has been nothing but good to me for the past 8 years. So I ultimately have nothing to complain about. And I'm grateful for every single minute I've worked there. it also doesn't necessarily mean that I have to stop completely. What, Mime? I thought you said you're quitting. Like maybe I'll work once a week because they still need people. You know, I don't want to leave them completely short staffed, and I'm trying to find them replacements as well. It's a great company, great job, easy work. You know, you can work part-time. So if you're interested, like hit me up, right? And we'll see if you're a good fit for that company that I'm leaving. But like it's really an awesome job, really great part-time job. Like I can't talk about it enough. But my point being is finishing strong and doing a good job all the way up until the end is important. Whenever you're working in a job or a certain field or a certain network, I think whatever it is, whatever project or work you're doing, it's really important to finish strong and end on good terms with everybody. Always leave on good terms. You know, that's honorable. We are about honor. We need to be honorable people. So anyways, who knows where I'll be, right? Maybe a few months in, I'll lose all my clients and money, and I'll be sleeping under a bridge, selling my body for chicken tendies. Or after a year or two, this copywriting thing will be boring and I'll move on to something else. Who knows? My point being is believing in yourself is the most important thing. I don't care how cliche it is. I'm living it. I'm living my dream. I'm ascending to motherfucking Valhalla. As of late, I know now more than ever, I have what it takes to succeed and acquire my financial and personal freedom to do whatever it is I want in this life. So if I can do it, so can you. If you can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth and they stir you, like you can conceptually grasp them, I believe it means that you have the mental faculties and the capability to execute upon such things, upon such information, whoever you are, to self-actualize in your own journey. I believe in you. I love you, whoever you are, my dear listener. If you're really vibing with this and you know, you've gone through some shit and you feel like you don't have anything value to offer the world, like that was me most of my life. And now I have an amazing network. I have a copywriting career, a really cool career that, you know, is just about to take off. Like anyone can learn this shit if you're just like educated, you know how to read, and you don't mind writing so much. You know, like anyone can do this stuff. And anyone can start a podcast. And, you know, there's so many amazing things I want to talk with you, fam, but that's all the time that we have for today. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your time. And if you got anything out of this episode, please share it with a friend. If you're interested in copywriting, they're like, oh, Mime, how'd you get started in it? Or Mime, I need to do this copywriting job. Like, can I hire you? Please reach out to me. Whether you want to throw money at me, right? So that I can write some dope shit for you that is going to generate you sales, or if you want to learn about the craft and learn how good, maybe it'll give you some ideas, some perspective, please hit me up. Please hit me up. Please. I'm more than happy to help anyone out, you know, and this is how I got this far. And this is why I'm so grateful to have you guys and have this, this growing community of MAIM timers and have this podcast, and for all the good things in my life and for my life. I'm really grateful and happy to be here. So please accept my good vibes and share them with others around you. And I know this wasn't so much about like the Asian American diaspora identity things, but I'm just, how this is more the self-actualization side. But I'm just telling you, if you believe that you're, because of your identity or you're a minority and like life is unfair and you're not worthy or capable of doing anything that adds value to the world, I've been there 100%. So I'm telling you that I'm living proof that you can overcome your identity struggle to become the best version of yourself so you can live your motherfucking dreams. I love you. Talk to you next time. Peace.